Are you inside or outside?
Outside.
Is it daytime or nighttime?
Night.
Are you alone or with others?
Alone.
Do you feel young or older?
Like middle age.
How old? How old do
In
you
my
feel?
30s.
30s. And where are you?
I just see dark.
Do you feel male or female there?
So
Repeat
feel
that.
like a female.
hmm What's the temperature like in this place where you are?
It's like could be the spring.
hmm What are you wearing?
Grass.
Repeat that.
Grass.
What about
Dirt.
grass? What about grass and dirt?
That's all I see.
hmm Grass and dirt. What are you wearing on your feet?
I don't have no feet.
No feet. hmm You feel like you have a body there?
No.
hmm And this grass and dirt that you're observing, from what perspective do you see this grass and dirt?
It's like look like bricks. Like powder bricks. Like but not so red.
Powdered bricks where?
And just that's what I see. The color is like
hmm
brown.
hmm And as you're seeing this, where are you?
I don't know. It look like a farm.
Form. hmm
Like I see cows. I see like the fence to keep them in.
Repeat that.
Like the fence to keep them in.
To keep what in?
The cows.
Cows. hmm And as you're seeing this, what direction are you seeing this from? Are you seeing this below you, above you? Where are you? The distance? What are you seeing?
Like surface with them.
Uh-huh. hmm How do you feel there?
Nothing.
hmm
I'm just there.
Just there. hmm Any thoughts going through your mind?
You know.
hmm So you see in the powdered bricks, you see the clouds, and excuse me, the cows and the fence that keeps them in. Anything else you notice there? Anything else stand out to you?
I see hay.
Hey. This place that you're in, you feel like this is a place where you live or you're visiting?
Mm, it don't feel like I live here.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I don't know. I think I feel sad. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So
Tears.
tears. Mm-hmm. You feel sad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crying.
Crying. Mm-hmm. And what thoughts go through your mind as you're crying, feeling sad there?
What's going on?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And are you standing, sitting, walking? What are you doing there?
I'm just walking around.
Walking around. Let the scene play out. Tell me what happens next.
I keep seeing something like underground,
Something on the ground. Describe it.
like like um somewhere you can put somebody,
Repeat.
people,
Repeat that.
where you can put somebody, people. I seen one person down there, a white boy with blonde hair,
Mm-hmm.
with a red ball,
Mm-hmm. How old is this boy look?
like 10.
Mm-hmm. And you're seeing this boy. Where is he?
down.
You're looking down at him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is he there alone, or are the others there with him?
I don't know. It's just seeing him
Mm-hmm. What's he doing down there? He's standing, sitting, walking.
sitting.
What?
He was sitting
What is he sitting on?
the floor.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel when you see this boy?
Why he there?
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. And this place is underground. What is this place made of? How are you able to see it underground? Is there something you can view through the floor, or is this?
Like the it looked like two doors that open.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like in the back in the day, like
Mm-hmm.
cowboy days.
Mm-hmm.
It gave me that energy. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
like those doors where they have them in the barn
Mm-hmm.
down there.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. And do you feel like you have a body now, or no?
No,
Mm-hmm. So tell me what happens next. That boy you see there, the blonde hair and the red boy. What happens next?
him like it looked like he like a little boy hiding behind a woman's gray dress.
The same little boy.
No, the hair looked different.
Mm-hmm. And is this in the same place with the other little boy, or a different place?
It felt like it's in the same area,
Mm-hmm.
like the
How old is this little boy?
he looked about 3, 4.
Mm-hmm. And this woman in a gray dress. Describe her. Describe her hair, what color her skin, if she's wearing any ornaments or anything on her body.
Her dress is gray and ruffles on the front, and she had a hair up and a bun. I don't think she's black. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she a maid.
Mm-hmm. And what thoughts go through your mind about this woman?
That she's a maid.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel when you see this woman?
I don't feel threatened.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next there?
It's like something grabbed her,
Something grabbed her. What grabbed her?
like something in the air.
Something in the air grabbed her.
She was just standing there. Something just grabbed her, like the air. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She disappeared.
Mm-hmm. And this is the same woman that was down in the underground place.
Yeah.
When they grabbed her, she was down in the underground place.
No. She was up
Mm-hmm.
on the surface, like
Mm-hmm.
on the land.
Mm-hmm.
And she ended up in like I see her just standing there, and I just grabbed her,
Mm-hmm. You can describe this thing that grabbed her.
and she got her hand out, help me,
Repeat that.
and reaching her hand out, help me.
Mm-hmm. Describe the thing that grabbed her.
It just looked like smoke. I couldn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Just that.
Mm-hmm. And that little boy that was hiding behind her, where is he?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What else do you notice there? What's going on now?
I see rocks,
Mm-hmm.
like just rocks.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you saw this woman disappear, were you next to her, or where were you when she was grabbed?
I was to her left.
And when she screamed, "Help me," who was she speaking to? Who was she reaching for?
I couldn't see
Mm-hmm.
nobody.
In the moment I'll snap my fingers, any other relevant information about this scene will suddenly come to you. 3, 2, 1.
Mm, just trees,
Trees. Describe these trees.
tall,
Mm-hmm.
wide, and fat,
Mm-hmm. Anything else in the sun around you with these trees? Anything else you notice?
like a hill.
Yeah. Anything else you notice?
There's some thin trees too on the hill with rocks.
Mm-hmm. You can move ahead with the scene play. I move forward. Tell me what happens next here.
I see like a look like a light,
All right.
and you know how the the things you put in your ceiling in the kitchen, and it has three different sections, and you can hang and put your vegetables. It looked like that, but it's brown
Mm-hmm.
rope, like skinny rope.
Mm-hmm.
It's just swinging
Mm-hmm.
near water, like a lake, like a deck, a old ugly looking deck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is it daytime or nighttime?
It's like in the evening.
Mm-hmm. Is this the same day or a different day as before?
It don't feel like the same day.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel
I
younger or
see a little
older?
house. Feel young.
You feel male or female?
Feel like a boy.
Mm-hmm. How old do you feel there?
Young.
How young?
I don't think I'm in my teens yet.
10, 11, younger, 9. How
Probably
do you
like 8 or 9.
8, 9? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you see next on a porch, you said, a deck outside,
Like a river.
but next to a river.
Yeah, and then the house is on like a hill.
Mm-hmm. This house does feel like some place you live or a place you're visiting.
Felt like I lived there.
What are you wearing there?
Suspenders,
Mm-hmm. What are you wearing on your feet?
shoes, black shoes,
Mm-hmm. Describe your hair.
a mushroom,
Repeat that.
a mushroom,
Mushroom. What color is your hair?
a brunette,
What color is your skin?
a white,
Mm-hmm. How do you feel there?
happy.
What thoughts go through your mind?
I need somebody to play with.
Mm-hmm. Who do you live there with?
I think it's a family.
Family. Tell me about your family.
Nobody's around.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the family that you live with. Who is it?
A girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I see another boy.
Mm-hmm. How old is that girl?
Like, she taller than me.
Mm-hmm.
Like 9,
Mm-hmm.
8. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She might be younger than me.
Mm-hmm. Describe this girl.
She have the Shirley Temple curls
Mm-hmm.
with a bow. She don't seem happy.
Mm-hmm. What does she seem like?
A bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Snobby.
Mm-hmm. How do you know this girl?
I think she my sister.
Mm-hmm. What's her name?
Isabella?
Isabella. Mm-hmm. And what's your name? What does Isabella call you?
Thomas.
Thomas. And Thomas, your sister's there with you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what is she
She
doing
at the table.
at
She
the
at
table?
the table
Mm-hmm. And what are you
with her
doing?
head on her chin. Her chin is on her hand.
Mm-hmm. And what are you doing?
Just looking at her.
Mm-hmm. What thoughts go through your mind as you look at her?
Why is she like that?
Mm-hmm. And you said there's another boy there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Describe him. How old is he?
Like 5.
Mm-hmm.
Mushroom hair.
Mm-hmm.
And he got a jumper on.
Mm-hmm. And who is this boy?
My brother.
Mm-hmm. What's his name?
Ray.
Ray. And what is Ray doing there?
I guess we're about to eat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyone else there with you?
My mom.
Mm-hmm. Describe your mom.
Short hair.
Mm-hmm.
Curly.
Mm-hmm.
She like hats.
She likes hats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She seemed nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What thoughts go through your mind there as you're about to eat there?
I think we waiting for my dad.
Mm-hmm. Where's your dad?
He's coming from work.
Mm-hmm. What kind of work does your dad do?
I think he a farmer.
Mm-hmm. What kind of work does your mom do?
I don't think she worked.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about your family, your life there with your family?
I feel like they boring.
Repeat that.
I feel like they boring.
They're boring. Mm-hmm. Boring in what way?
They don't want to have fun.
Mm-hmm. What kind of fun do you like to have that they don't want to have fun?
Family fun.
Mm-hmm. So tell me what
My mom
happened.
gotta take care of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad gotta work.
Mm-hmm. And how do you spend most of your days?
Outside.
Mm-hmm. Doing what?
Playing.
Mm-hmm. Thomas, what year is it for you?
1957.
Mm-hmm. And where do you live, Thomas?
I think Alabama.
So you're there at the table waiting for your father. Tell me what happens next.
We just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Kicking our feet. Kicking my feet.
Let this scene play out. Tell me what happens next.
My mom at the sink with an apron on.
Mm-hmm. When you connect with your mom's energy, tell me if you recognize her energy as anyone in your current life. You
My
recognize
brother
her?
Craig.
Brother Craig. Now when you connect with your sister's energy, let me know if you recognize her energy as anyone in your current life.
Mm-mm.
And connect with your brother Ray's energy. Tell me if you recognize his energy as anyone in your current life.
No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what happens next day is that your mom's at the sink with the apron. What happens next day? Let the scene play out.
She's bringing the food to the table.
Mm-hmm.
She said, wash your hands there. My dad just came home.
Mm-hmm. Describe your dad. What's your first impressions? Describe your dad.
Black.
What is he wearing?
A hat.
Mm-hmm.
and a jumper
Mhm. Mhm.
with some with boots.
Mhm.
They look like shoes, but they're boots.
Mhm. How do you feel when your dad comes home? How do you feel about your dad?
I'm happy
Mhm.
because we get to eat. You don't have to be as bored.
Mhm. Mhm. Is there any communication between you and your family?
Yeah, he gave my mom a kiss, and we welcomed him home.
Mhm.
I don't think we were poor. We got a lot of land.
Mhm.
I think our farm is on our land,
Mhm.
and our house is on the land too, but separate.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
we all greeted him. We're happy home.
Mhm.
My mom a lot more happier.
Mhm. Mhm. You said your dad is black.
Yeah,
What color is your mom's skin?
she white,
Mhm. What color are your brother and sister?
white.
Mhm. Tell me what happens next there.
We eating and acting silly,
Mhm. Acting silly how?
banging our spoons,
Mhm.
swinging our feet.
What thoughts go through your mind as that's happening?
We finish eating, finishing
Mhm.
our meals.
What happens next?
We in the living room watching the show.
Mhm.
We're on the floor. My parents are on the chair.
Repeat that.
My parents are on the couch. My mom leaning her head on my dad,
And what are you doing?
playing with my truck.
How do you feel there?
I'm not bored.
Mhm. And what are your brother and sister doing?
Laying on their stomach looking at TV.
Mhm. So tell me what happens next there.
My parents are laughing.
Mhm. Laughing at.
I think he tickled her or something.
Mhm. What happens next?
These guys are coming with a horse.
These guys are coming with the horse.
With horses. They're coming with horses with a light. They're holding a light.
Mhm. Who are these guys?
I don't know, but they don't look they don't look friendly.
Where are they?
They're they're riding on the trail to our house.
Mhm. How many of these guys are they?
There's a couple of them. Oh my god. There's a couple of them. Are they
Mhm.
coming to kill us?
Mhm. Mhm. Describe these guys.
They look like rednecks.
Mhm. Mhm. And what happens next? Are you still in the house at this point?
Yeah,
Mhm. What happens next?
My dad goes to the window.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he hear the horses
Mm-hmm.
because it's a lot of land.
Mm-hmm.
So it's taking him a while.
Mm-hmm. And what does he do what does he do next? He looks out the window.
He told my mom, don't worry.
How do you feel there?
I feel like our house is on fire.
House is on fire. Mm-hmm. What happens next? You're inside the house when it's on fire.
I don't know. I just see that. I just see fire and
Mm-hmm.
the roof is off.
And how do you feel there? What thoughts go through your mind?
Somebody dead.
You said.
I think it's one of my brother or sister.
Mm-hmm. And where are you right now?
I think we running through the back of the house.
Mm-hmm. And who was running through the back of the house?
All of us. And I think my mom is holding one of my siblings. We running. I can't see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell me what happens next.
A horse carriage coming.
Mm-hmm. The same horse, the man that was riding on the trail.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. What happened to those men?
I think they think we still in the house.
Mm-hmm. Are those men are they the ones who set the house on fire? Or is it something else?
The guys that set the house on fire, they're still in the front of the house
Mm-hmm.
watching it burn.
Mm-hmm. And why they set the house on fire?
Because they feel like a black man shouldn't have what he had.
Mm-hmm. So you run out back and that carriage is coming. Where is this carriage? What happens with this carriage next?
I think it's a friend or something.
Mm-hmm. It's friend male or female?
She looks like a woman.
Mm-hmm. Did she say anything to you, your family?
Get in,
Mm-hmm. What happens
hurry
next?
up. She
Mm-hmm.
said, hurry up, get in.
Mm-hmm. What
He'll meet
happened?
us. She said he'll meet us there.
Who will meet you there?
My dad,
What is your dad doing?
he gonna try to kill him.
Your dad's gonna try and kill who?
The men who set our house on fire.
Mm-hmm. How's he gonna try and kill them? How?
He got a shotgun.
Mm-hmm. And where is he right now?
It was outside. He built something. It's like he knew.
Mm-hmm.
Like he knew. And that lady.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why he was late for dinner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's shooting them.
Mm-hmm. What happens when he shoots them?
He killed them. And two got away.
Mm-hmm. And where are you as you're seeing this?
We're riding off.
Mm-hmm. Is your dad with you? Or is he?
No, I'm still watching them as we're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a long time to get off the land.
Mm-hmm. And what thoughts go through your mind as you're watching your dad back there?
I hope he make it.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel there?
I just want my dad.
Mm-hmm.
to meet us.
You're there in the carriage. Your mom and your siblings, what are they doing?
We're crying.
Mm-hmm.
We're scared.
Mm-hmm. About the sibling that your mom was carrying, which was that your brother or sister?
My sister.
Mm-hmm. And she's crying too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think she passed out or something.
Passed out? Passed out from what?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe smoke.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What happens next then?
My mom saying no.
No to what?
I think my sister died
Mm-hmm.
because we're crying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How do you feel there?
I feel really sad.
Mm-hmm. And what thoughts go through your mind?
Is this real?
Repeat that?
Is it real? Am I
Mm-hmm.
dreaming?
Mm-hmm.
We were just happy eating.
Mm-hmm. So in a moment, I'll count from 3 to 1. I want to speak directly with your mom. I want you to lend you her mind and lips. Want you to lend your mind and lips to her, allow her to express herself in 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and let me speak with your mom now. Hello there, mom.
Hi.
What happened with these men that set your house on fire? Do you know them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who are they?
They're friends, my family.
Friends of your family? Why did they set your house on fire?
Because they want us to sell.
Mm-mm. And you don't want to sell?
No.
Mm-hmm. And why don't you want to sell?
It's for my children.
Mm-hmm. And why do they want you to sell it?
We're the best.
Repeat that.
We're the best.
Or the best what?
Or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you know that these men will come and do that?
no.
Mm-hmm. This woman that came to help you, who is she?
It's a friend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did she know that they were going to come and do that?
Yes.
How does she know?
She heard them talking.
Mm-hmm. What they say?
How they were gonna try to kill my family so
Mm-hmm.
that my family can take over and sell to them.
Mm-hmm. What family would take over if you died?
My family.
Who's that?
My family.
Your husband and your children?
No. My relatives
Mm-hmm.
would take it from my children because they're
Mm-hmm.
mixed with black.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So those men were friends of your family?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Mm. Anything else you want to share with me about this?
No.
Thank you so much. Right. Let me speak with Thomas again. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and be Thomas. Out. What happened next there, Thomas?
We're deep in the woods.
Mm-hmm. And what are you doing deep in the woods there?
We're going underground.
Mm-hmm. Underground. Describe this place underground that you're going to.
It's like a house.
Mm-hmm.
Emergency.
Mm-hmm. And this house is underground.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And who's there with you in that underground house?
My brother,
Mm-hmm.
sister. I, I don't think she's waking up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And that lady and my mom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And describe this place. What's in this underground house?
It got like um, leaves, green leaves over the door and the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's like slanted
Mm-hmm.
for us to get down there.
Mm-hmm.
It don't seem scary.
Mm-hmm. Is this who does this place belong to? Is it?
My dad built it
Mm-hmm. And why did he build it?
for emergencies.
Mm-hmm. And is this on your land or out off of your land?
Off.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's like in between. It's really far.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of land, so I don't know where our stop. It's a lot.
What happens next there?
They're gathering sticks.
Mm-hmm. 6 for what?
I don't know. I think the cook.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
We're saying yay. My dad made it.
Mm-hmm. Did he say anything to you?
Is everybody okay?
Mm-hmm. What do you tell him?
My sister, she got a lot of smoke in her lungs.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
He's saying what to do to to help her.
What does he tell you to do?
He don't want me to do anything. He told me to go sit over there.
Mm-hmm. What do they do?
Like a a leaf or something he crushing up
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to make her drink it.
Mm-hmm. You can connect with your dad's energy. Do you recognize his energy as anyone in your current life?
My dad,
Mm-hmm. He gives her the drink. Does she drink it?
They trying to make her take it.
Mm-hmm. Is she conscious?
Her eyes are closed.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next?
Put something on her chest, a claw.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
My mom freaking out. Oh my God, oh my God.
Mm-hmm. What happens next? Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. That woke me up.
Mm-hmm. Just close your eyes. Just continue. Allow yourself to go back to that place there in the underground cabin, the underground house. Your dad's giving her something to drink with a crushed up leaf. Places a towel on her chest. Your mom's screaming, "Oh my God, oh my God." Oh, what happens next there?
She hugs my dad.
Mm-hmm. What happens
She
next?
didn't make it.
Be that?
She didn't make it.
Mm-hmm. What do you, what do you do next?
I'm confused.
Confused about?
How to feel.
What happens next there?
My mom holding her,
Mm-hmm.
crying.
Mm-hmm. What happens next? Let the scene play out. Tell me what happens next.
I think my little brother too young to understand anything really.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really responding to anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's just acting normal,
Mm-hmm. What is your dad doing?
crying
Mm-hmm.
and mad.
Mm-hmm. So let the scene play out. Tell me what happens next there.
The lady telling them to calm down. She recommended that they cover my sister up. My dad gonna go after her family
Mm-hmm. Go after her family because
because my sister dead.
why does he want to go after her family? What's her family responsible for?
Yeah,
In what way?
it was their friends, her
Mm-hmm.
family friends.
Mm-hmm. Did her family have anything to do with it though?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. What part did they play?
being racist.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what happens next there.
My dad calling some of his friends,
Mm-hmm.
getting in touch with them.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have a meeting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What happens next?
My dad want to meet them at the bar. They always hang there.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna kill them all together.
Mm-hmm. What happens next? Move forward to when something's happening. Let me know what happens next.
They outside the bar. They about to shoot it up.
Mm-hmm. Who's in the bar?
The people that played a part
Mm-hmm.
in what they did.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what happens next.
One was coming out the bar, and somebody with my dad kicked them back in, and that's when they start shooting.
Mm-hmm. Let this scene play out. Tell me what's the result of all of this.
It's ugly. My
Mm-hmm.
dad got shot in his leg.
Mm-hmm. What's the outcome of all of this? What's the outcome? What happens as a result of all of this shooting?
A lot of people dead.
Mm-hmm. The only injury your dad has, shot to the leg.
In his arm.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
They run off.
On off to?
They're not going where my mom and them at.
Mm-hmm. Where do they go?
They went to her friends so that they can get patched up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. His friends, black, white, male, female.
The white doctor.
Mm-hmm. And who goes there with your dad? How many other people?
3
Those men, women, black, white.
men. 1 black, 1 white.
Mm-hmm. Let this scene play out. Tell me what happens next.
The doctor patching them up and told them they should leave town for a while.
Mm-hmm. What does your dad say?
Sound like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not leaving without my family.
Mm-hmm.
He gotta go get my mom and us.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
We gotta get out of town.
Mm-hmm. Does he leave town with you or does he go alone himself? What happens?
We're together,
Mm-hmm.
but they looking for us.
Mm-hmm. Where are you?
Tennessee.